Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming a first impressions video. Recently I was over in America and I picked up a load of makeup. There should already be a haul up at this stage. So I'm going to start using some of these products. I've never used them before, so I'm going to do a full face of first impression. Okay, so if the lighting is a little bit weird in this video, please do excuse it. I am using natural lighting and the sun is kind of setting, but it's like behind clouds, so it shouldn't change too much. But if it does, that is the reason why. And if I'm squinting a lot, it's because I have a little bit of a light sensitivity. So yeah, let's just jump straight in. I have my little ears on just to hold back any baby hairs, and the first thing that I'm obviously going to use is a primer. So the primer that I'm going to use is this one from ELF. Now I've used the hydrating face primer from ELF before, but this one, this is obviously everything that I picked up here I picked up in America, but this one is a different color. So the one that I've used previously is green and this one is blue, and this is also the it's not that much bigger. So it's the large one, but I'm not sure if it has any sort of difference to the one that I've previously used. But I'm going to use it anyways and try it out. It like feels the same. It still feels kind of like oily, but like it's kind of like a hybrid between like an oil and like a silicone base. It's kind of interesting. Also, if you can hear things in the background, that is just James and my housemates. I'm gonna need a lot of hydration on my skin today because my skin is super dehydrated and dry after the holiday. So lashing all of that on. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's probably the exact same as the one I've used before. So that wasn't really first impressions, that was just this is a different packaging and I know I like it. So moving on then to foundation. This is one of the foundations that I picked up when I was abroad. I bought this on the recommendation of Raw Beauty Christy. I'm pretty sure this is the one that she always talks about. There's two that she always talks about, one from L'Oreal and one from CoverGirl, so I'm hoping this is the one that she has recommended. But first of all, I'm going to try it with a brush and then I might need to use a beauty blender. Usually I apply all of my foundations like this, like I first of all use my brush and then go ahead and blend it out. It looks like it's going to be too dark for me. I got the lightest shade I could possibly get. I'd say this is going to be too dark for me. I got the lightest shade that I could possibly get, but they didn't have any like testers or like any like sample foundations out, so I was just guessing. So this is the shade Classic Ivory, which was the lightest shade that they had in the store that I was in. So this says that it's a lightweight full coverage foundation. It's supposed to hydrate and includes SPF 20, which is great. It says it includes vitamins, but it doesn't say which ones, and an antioxidant, but again, it doesn't specify. And then it also says that it's oil free. So let's see what it's like. Okay, so my skin at the minute, as you can see, is like freaking out. It really, my skin did not react well to like the humidity over there or the food or anything like that. So my skin is still freaking from the holiday. So let's see what the coverage is like. Yeah, definitely way too dark, way too dark. Oh my god, it smells so, oh my god, it smells so like flowery or something, but not necessarily in a good way. Like it smells like I dropped my foundation into perfume. It's actually kind of pulling a little bit like orangey. For a Classic Ivory, that is not what I was expecting. I don't know whether you can actually see like how dark it is on me once like on the camera. I can never tell until I'm like editing, but obviously by then it's too late. It claims to be a medium, no it doesn't, it claims to be a lightweight full coverage foundation. That I'm gonna have to call its bluff on. No way is this full coverage, not in a million years is this full coverage. It is definitely light to medium, I would say. Like I can clearly see even the redness coming through, let alone the actual like blemishes that I have. So that's never really a good thing in my opinion, especially for somebody like me who's struggled with their skin for so many years. I'm always trying to like cover it up, and especially in situations like now where like I have a big breakout and stuff. So we shall just, maybe it will set a little bit differently, but like that's almost 2 layers of foundation on now. It definitely like lives up. It doesn't feel heavy whatsoever. Like it feels really light on my skin. Like I'd easily just say like I've moisturizer or something on. We'll see. We'll move on. I'm not a big fan as of yet. So the shade isn't right for me 100%. It's way too dark. And it's definitely not full coverage as it claims to be. But we'll see how we get on. I'm not too mad at it, but I'm not loving it either. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do is my eyebrows. And for that, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Cosmetics eyebrow kit. So we do have e.l.f. over here in Ireland, but over in America, everything was like literally half the price it is here in Ireland. So I stocked up on some e.l.f. products. So this caught my eye because first of all, I think it was like $4 or $3 or something, but it is quite similar to something that I use right now. So like, I'll just take that brush out altogether. So it has like a wax and it also has like a powder. That's like what I use my brows every day anyways. I use the Benefit Browsings, so I'm kind of used to that. So hopefully this will be good because the Benefit one is like €33. I feel like this wax is a lot like slippier than the wax that I'm used to with the Benefit one. I think the best thing to do for this is to not mix them, to use the wax first and then the powder. Not too bad. I haven't had the best experience trying out eyebrow products from anyone other than Benefit, just because I feel like Benefit do brows really well. But I'm actually quite impressed with this. Like, I definitely need to tidy up with a little bit of concealer. Like, if I ran out of my Benefit one tomorrow morning, I probably would go repurchase, but I would definitely try this in the meantime. Also, I feel like the lighting has gotten really strange again. Okay, so next thing that I'm going to go on and do is concealer. So I picked up the Tarte Shape Tape while I was away because literally I asked on Instagram and on Twitter to anybody who would use kind of like American brands, like what would you recommend while I was over in America, and literally everybody said get the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. So oh, it's a lot bigger than I thought. So this is the concealer. I'm sure you've all seen this before. I've never used it ever. I have used the Makeup Revolution concealer, I can't remember what it's called, but it's loads of people have said that it's like a dupe for this one. So this is $27, which is maybe about €25, and the Makeup Revolution concealer is about €5. So there's a big noticeable difference in the price. Okay, the applicator looks the exact same. Oh my god, so much product comes out. I'd say this will be a really good shade for me, so I'm glad of that. But I kind of knew that it would be a good shade because I have in Sephora they had like testers for all of the different shades. So actually not Sephora, I got this in Ulta. I was really disappointed at one stage because I went into Sephora being like, oh my god, where is Shape Tape? And they were like, Shape Tape is only sold in Ulta. And I was like, what? I just came from Ulta and had just gotten an Uber to Sephora, and I was like, I can't go back. But I did get to Ulta another day, so I got to pick it up then. But I was raging. It's probably similar enough. I probably have to do it side by side to judge, but it does seem like it's a little bit lighter than the Make Revolution one. But that's a nice concealer. I can tell already I needed very little to cover that whole area, so that means that it'll probably last me quite a while, whereas Makeup Revolution one, it's amazing, but I go through it so quickly. Okay, I'm going to move on to eyeshadow, and for eyeshadow I'm using a palette that I've literally wanted for like a year, but I knew, so okay, let me just show it to you first. It is the glorious Jaclyn Hill palette. So the reason I didn't buy this, oh my god, look how pretty. The reason I didn't buy this when it came out was because first of all, it was really expensive, and the week it came out I didn't have the money for it. And then as the following weeks came out, loads of people were kind of complaining that the packaging was really dirty and that the names were on the back and not on the front, and there was like just a few complaints with it. And Jaclyn came out and said that like they were working on new packaging and they were gonna make the packaging better. So I was like, okay, cool, I'll just wait for the next like batch of it, because I knew I was going to America, so I knew when I went to America I'd probably get it fairly easy. But I didn't see any like new packaging being released or like announced or anything like that, so when I was over there I just went ahead and picked it up anyways. So this palette was $38. I think over here it's like €45, and I think Beauty Bay do it over here in case you're looking for it. So I think what I'm going to do is stick to like this row or these kind of colors here. I think I might start with this like yellow one and then maybe use some of those kind of burnt oranges and cranberry shades, and then maybe pop one of these colors on top. Maybe. We'll see how we get on. I have high expectations of these, so I hope that it does meet the expectations. So the first shade that I'm going to go in with is Creamsicle, and I'm just going to pop that into my crease. This for me is like my perfect yellow eyeshadow. It's like a kind of burnt yellow eyeshadow, and it looks really nice. That is Creamsicle pretty much blended out. I'm going to blend it a tiny bit with a clean brush. And at this point as well, because I am going to do a winged liner, I'm going to pop on just a little bit of Scotch tape. I haven't done winged liner in so long, so I definitely need a little bit of tape just to like guide me. Because of the lighting, I don't even know if you can see it on my eyes, but it's actually like super nice. I really like it. It's not like too in your face, but I think it will create a really nice transition color. So the next shade that I'm going to go in with is this one here called Hunts. And I'm just going to tap that my brush into that. It is powdery, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's a bad thing. That can just mean that it's like super pigmented. So I'm just going to tap that off my brush. Okay, super pigmented. As expected. I actually don't like this brush. I'm going to switch for this one. I really like the Penny's brushes, but sometimes I just find every now and then they get a little bit too harsh. I have absolutely no clue what kind of a look I'm really going for, just something warm, because obviously it's the Jaclyn Hill palette, and Jaclyn is all about those warm eyeshadows. And then I'm going to use this shade just underneath it called, I don't know whether this is Jax or whether it's Hilster. It's a little bit confusing. Anyways, it's this one here. It just looks like it's going to be the most beautiful eyeshadow ever, and if it's not, I'm going to be very disappointed. Yeah, no, I love it. And then I'm just going to blend everything together again, just to make sure there's no harsh lines. I feel like I haven't done like proper eyeshadow in like 2 months, and I feel like, do you know, like if you don't work out for ages and ages and ages and then suddenly go and do a workout and you're dying because you've lost all of your fitness? That's what I feel like I'm like at the moment, but it's like with eyeshadow. I was talking to somebody recently and we were literally discussing this topic of like, if you don't keep doing makeup, that you kind of, not that you lose your skill, but you're like, how? Basically like when you pick up your makeup brushes again and you start to do things, like your hands just don't do what you tell them to do anymore. And I definitely feel like I'm going through that right now. I'm gonna probably tap into like these 3 shades here just to try and make that blend really kind of seamless and really nice. And then I'm really feeling this eyeshadow. I don't know why, but it's like calling. Oh, you can't see it. This eyeshadow here is like calling to me. I don't know what it's called. Sissy is what it's called. I'm not going to bother cutting the crease. I'm just going to go on with that shade Sissy. So what I'm going to do first, ooh, can you even see? I hate this lighting. I definitely should have done this earlier today. I'm going to go on with this anyways, and I'm going to see what it's like without using like Fix Plus or anything on it, and then we'll do that too. Okay, so it's like super pigmented anyway. That's insane. This is also a gorgeous eyeshadow. Oh my goodness. What I do now is just quickly spray just to see if it goes a little bit more like metallic-y. Where is that spray gone? Oh my god, so beautiful. Oh my god, obsessed. And then for my inner corner highlight, I'm going to use this shade, which is Obsessed. Oh my god, she has an eyeshadow named after my favorite word. There we go. Okay, so my camera went dead, so if we move position a little bit, I do apologize. So the next thing that I'm going to do is my eyeliner, and I picked up the Kat Von D tattoo liner when I was away. So many people also recommended this to me, so I said I would try it. I've never tried it before. We do have Kat Von D up in Dublin in Debenhams in Dublin, but I have never tried it, so I'm interested. I've heard so many people talk about it. I mean, I could create a line very easily with it, and it's quite smooth and everything. I do feel like it's not like jet black on top of this like foiled eyeshadow. Yeah, like they're pretty perfect. They're not the same at all, but that's like me. That's not the product at all. I wouldn't be jumping up and down for this product, but I do think it's nice. Let me use my zoom down mirror. Yeah, I think it's nice. We'll have to see. I think that's probably a product that will probably grow on me for a while, but we shall see how we get on. Okay, so next up then, I'm going to try these lashes. These are from e.l.f., if they would ever focus. So these lashes from e.l.f., I didn't even know that e.l.f. did eyelashes, but apparently they do. This is the style Winged and Bold. So I'm excited to try these. How do they open? Oh my god, that's so cute. They come with like a little thing to apply them with. That's very good. So far the band seems really, really thin, which I personally feckin' love. I definitely should have measured this because these are far too long for my lashes. Oh no, maybe you're okay. So that is what one side looks like. I'm gonna let that dry down while I apply the other side. These are kind of cute. They're not like my normal like style. Oh, my battery's flashing again. Why? These are cute. These are not my normal style of lashes. Usually I go for something that's a lot more like boom in your face. But these are actually quite nice. They're very long, like from the side. Oh, you probably can't see. But from the side, like they are quite long, and you definitely know you're wearing lashes from the side. But if you're looking straight on at me, I don't even think you'd really notice I'm wearing lashes. Okay, let's move on because my camera's going dead. Again, I'm actually going to use a little bit more e.l.f. today just because I want to. So this is the e.l.f. Total Face Palette. So this is what it looks like. It's so pretty. Oh my god, I think it's so nice. So this shade down here is like a contour shade. It's more of a bronzing shade, to be honest. So I'm going to bronze with that first, and then I'm going to use the other, like the proper contour palette to actually contour with. So I have a fresh clean brush. This is the one that I always use for contour and bronzing. So, oh, very, very, very dusty, dusty, dusty. I think one thing that is interesting when you do like a first impressions of like loads of products is that sometimes it's kind of hard to judge how it's working because, so for example, I don't think that foundation and me are going to get on. So I think the concealer and everything that's going to sit on top of that foundation is a little bit, you know, it's not off to the best start, shall we say. I don't really feel like that's doing anything. It looks like it's doing stuff in the camera, but I actually don't think it's doing anything in real life. Also, how have I got nail varnish in my hairline? So that is the bronzer. It's fine. I don't think anything too great of it, but as I said, I think the foundation is really messing everything else up. The next one that I'm going to go in with is the one from the contour palette. I'm just going to see how long this battery lasts. This is the kind of a color I usually go for. So okay, this doesn't seem as powdery, so that's good. Oh, I kind of might have applied a little bit much to my brush. Yeah, oh my god, so pigmented. Oh my god, I really like this. I'm just gonna take a little bit off. I'm just gonna take a little bit off onto my arm because that is just a bit much. And you see, like on camera it's coming up like really strong, I think, but in real life it's actually not that strong at all. I really like this. Okay, let's quickly move on and let's do blush. So again, from the Total Face palette, I think I'm gonna go in with this one here. This one here looks like my Isadora blusher that I'm always using. Again, very powdery. Do we notice anything? I think it's like a little bit. I really like that. It's not like crazy. Sometimes I hate when blushers are so pigmented because I just feel like it can just look too overpowering, and then because it's in like almost the center of your face, it's too difficult to like blend out. So sometimes I hate when blushers are too pigmented, but that one's like nicely pigmented that you can see it's doing something, but it's not like too overpowering, and you can build it up to whatever you're comfortable with. And then for the highlighter, I don't think there's a highlighter in this palette. Oh, there is actually. So again, from the Total Face palette, I'm just going to take this shade right here. Oh, that's really pretty. I hope that that's catching on camera. That's so nice. It's not like blinding, and like if I'm looking here I don't even see the highlighter, but if I'm turning you can definitely see it. Oh my god, I hope that picks up on camera because it's so pretty. Okay, so that's kind of almost everything done. I didn't bother using a powder today, even though I did buy some powders, just because my skin is really dry at the minute. I didn't want to just absolutely layer it and layer it and layer it. I am going to go and do a lipstick. I don't know what I'm going to do. I have so many different ones from Colourpop that I actually don't even know what to do. I think I might just go for like a nude, just because my eyes are kind of like coloured enough. Yeah, you look like a pretty colour. Let's just go with you. So this is the Ultra Blotted Lip from Colourpop in the shade Zuma. So let's try this. I did try the Colourpop lipsticks liquid lipsticks while I was on holiday, and I was very impressed. Such a pretty shade. Really pretty. Like, it's not like too crazy and in your face, but I think it looks so just like pretty. I think it's such a pretty shade. It's almost like my lips, but much nicer and much more even. So overall, I quite like this makeup. I definitely think I could do with a much better foundation. I'm definitely going to try the foundation like a load of other times, especially once my skin gets back to normal. I will definitely try it out a bit more. What I'll probably do is I'll probably do a video on Instagram with like a little review under it, so do look out for that. But wasn't too impressed with the foundation. The eyebrow kit, I'm really liking how my eyebrows ended up looking, so I'm definitely going to keep using that and see how I kind of like get used to it and stuff like that. The eyeshadow palette, oh my goodness, beautiful. I want to use it every single day of my life forever now. It's so pretty, and I'm very excited to do loads of different looks with it. I'll probably do loads of looks over on Instagram if you're interested. Aside from that, what else did I use? The concealer, not 100% gone on that yet. Again, it might just be the foundation under it. It might just be that my skin isn't in great condition at the minute, but on first impression, I'm not overly impressed with the Tarte Shape Tape. I much prefer the Makeup Revolution one. Now, I do have another concealer from Tarte, so I'll probably do another full face of first impressions and try a few of the other products out as well. But on first impressions, like, I think it looks nice, but I'm not like willing to go and spend like €30 on it. Then the e.l.f. lashes, love them. I think they're really nice. I don't think they're anything spectacular like I'm used to. Like, if I wear lashes, like, I want you to know that I'm wearing lashes, but I do think that these are like pretty and nice. The tattoo liner, again, I'm not 100% sold on it as of yet. I think it's nice. I think it was easy to control. We'll see. I don't know whether it was just the fact that it went over like a shimmery shadow that it just got a bit like, it's not the most pigmented like in that area, but it seemed to dry really quickly. It didn't like go up and like kind of wet my crease or anything, so that was great. So yeah, again, not overly convinced on it, but we'll see how we get on. Then for bronzing and like the face and stuff, the two e.l.f. palettes, I really like them on first impression. The two of these, I really like them. I did get a load of e.l.f. products, as I said, so I'm gonna probably do a full video with just the e.l.f. products, and of course I will start reviewing all of these things over my blog once I've been using them for a good bit amount of time. And then I think, what else did I use? Just a lip product. So far, I love it. So yeah, that is my full face of first impressions. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know down in the comments, and I'll do another one with some of the other makeup that I bought in America. Yeah, let me know, because I find these videos a bit like all over the place myself. I find them quite difficult to film, so but I love watching them, so I want to film them. So do let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll do some more if you like them, and if not, we'll just not do it again. So make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel if you enjoy my videos, and make sure to give the video a thumbs up, and of course leave me a comment down below and we'll have a little chat, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.